and some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Yeah, and let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
On the direct snap, it's Fung. Rushes on him. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Snags it over the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, better look out! They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football.
Turning it on! Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The give to the left. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
What a run! Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue.
Touchdown, Memphis! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to pass. It's Clark. He makes the grab. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Makes the grab on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good...
Makes the catch on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Memphis. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a...
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Darnold. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give to the back. Across the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big...
Going deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Auburn offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Clark. Pressure coming. It's complete on the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to get rid of it, and it's incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Dropping back, it's Darnold. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's small. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The give on the inside. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before... Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Looking to throw, it's Clark. He's got him in the flat. make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit, and you saw it on that last play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Clark. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force him.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, not much room to run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. To the air, it's Darnold. Finds his tight end. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Out of the gun, the inside give. At midfield, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Clark. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's got him. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Runs through the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Lasso.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Power football with the run. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Spins away from the defense. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into...
Going over the top. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Memphis picking up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Darnold. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
To the air on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Leaves it with the back. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Clark. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent